Aloha, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the session for today. So glad to have you all here. The sun is just rising in Hawaii and it's going to be a beautiful day out there. So I have a couple of announcements. The first is for those of you in the children's group, the session will be on the third Saturday this month rather than the second Saturday because it's Valentine's Day. So I'm going to push it out just 1 week so that because we're appealing to lots of time zones, I want to make sure that everyone can attend. And I know Valentine's Day is generally a day when people have plans to do things. So just keep that in mind. The day has changed on the children's session. In addition to that, um, free healing session, third Friday of the month. I'll be here, this channel, this link. So put it on your calendar, 7 a.m. Hawaii time. If you put it in your phone or in your calendar under Hawaii time, it'll convert to your time. Keep in mind that Hawaii does not change for daylight savings ever. So our time zone, my time zone doesn't change, but yours will. So the time will change for you those 2 times of the year when the clocks change. I have a membership program coming up. Keep an eye on that. If you're not already on my email list, make sure that you reach out to me and we'll get you on the email list. My email address is jan@jan-wakefield.com. So if you'd like to reach out to me and get on the email list, just let me know. Thanks again for being here. That's all I have for today. And keep in mind, eyes may be open today. I've been doing a lot of channeling with my eyes open instead of closed. That's the new thing. And the healers are very excited about the messages they have coming to you today. Lots of things are changing in the world. So the messages I've been getting lately are coming through all the channeling sessions. Okay, just making sure that I have everything set up here on my end. All right. And I see that we have audio. Thank you. It's good to know. Thank you. All right. Let's begin with eyes closed and focusing on your natural breath. For so many of us, we have busy days and our breathing pattern changes along the way as we get busy. So let's begin to deepen the breath a little bit more, focusing in on the heart and allowing the breath to begin to fill in the body. All those spaces where there are areas of tension, pervasive thoughts, anything within you that feels like it needs a little extra space or love today. Take a deep breath into that spot. All the way from head to toe. Yeah. Some of you have some neurological symptoms going on. And if that's you, breathe into the nervous system, asking the body to give you some reprieve from your symptoms today, even if it's just for a few moments. Aligning the spine in a comfortable way while you're seated. And now focusing in on the feet, making sure that you're connected to the ground beneath you. And take a moment to find energy center 1 at the base of the spine. And on your next in-breath, breathe in through 6 and 5 to 1. Allow 1 to expand wide. Release front to back and up to 8. Breathe in through 6 and 5 to 2. Release front to back and up to 8. In through 6 and 5 to 3. Release front to back and up to 8. In through 6 and 5 to 4. Release front to back and up to 8. In through 6 and 5 to 5. Release front to back and up to 8. In through 6 and 5 to 6. Release front to back and up to 8. In through 6 and 5 to 7. Release front to back and up to 8. And now in through 6 and 5 to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Expand each of the energy centers wide. Release front to back and up to 8. In through 6 and 5 to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release front to back and up to 8. And one more time, in through 6 and 5 to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 at once. Release front to back and up to 8. Breathe in from 8 to 1 in a spiral. Release 1 to 8. Breathe in 8 to 2 in a spiral around the spine. Release 2 to 8. Breathe in 8 to 3 in a spiral. Release 3 to 8. Breathe in 8 to 4 in a spiral. Release 4 to 8. Breathe in 8 to 5 in a spiral. Release 5 to 8. Breathe in 8 to 6 in a spiral. Release 6 to 8. Breathe in 8 to 7 in a spiral. Release 7 to 8. And breathe in 8 to 1 in a spiral. Release 1 to 9. Breathe in 9 to 0, the spiral within the spine. Release 0 to 9. In 9 to 0. 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 Release 0 to 9. In 9 to 1. And release 1 to 9. Resume your natural breathing, checking in with your body once again to notice the space you've created. We, the blue healers, have arrived in the space. The violet people are also in the space. There are other dimensional groups as well who will identify themselves as necessary. You may continue the breath practice throughout the session, of course. And now we will begin with your first question.
The first question today is from Sophie. Dear Blue Healers, thank you and Jan for the wonderful opportunity to ask questions. Like others before me, I'm curious to know which starseed race I am. With gratitude and love, Sophie.
This question is so relevant to each of you. So many of you are curious about your starseed origins. And the best way to communicate with dimensional beings is with one or more with whom you share a vibrational connection. And this is what we describe as your starseed origin. Sophie and others, close your eyes. Take a moment to just allow yourself to breathe into Energy Center 3. Allowing the solar plexus area to expand wide. As you expand 3, you are activating starseed information from your own origins. Information may flood into your mind. If so, simply observe it. You may hear noise from your day, voices from conversations of the past, Continue breathing into 3. And allow the images of your mind to float by. If you are the individual in the space, saying loudly to yourself, "I never see anything. I can never do this," please silence your mind. It is an interference for the entire group. The only thing that limits a human from the ability to see and perceive is the human itself. Yes, of course we love you. And now as you expand the belly area of your body wide with your in-breath, set your intention with each inhale to perceive outside of the normal method of sensory perception for you. And with every in-breath, allow the third energy center to expand around your entire body. And now with every inhale, expand the energy center around the body and notice that once it is completely around you, you're floating in space. And here you can see, with every exhale, you become your tiny human self. With every inhale, you become the universe. On your next inhale, expand the third energy center wide. See yourself in space. And with your mind's eye, look down at your hands. Turn them over. Look at your palms. Continue the breath. As you exhale, you become your tiny human self again. The energy center recedes back into the body. With every inhale, you become a being within space. Continuing the breath process in and out, filling the third energy center wide. Noticing now the arms of your body. Continuing the breath. On your next inhale, expand the third energy center wide around you and notice your torso. Simply look down with your mind's eye upon yourself. You see your arms, your legs, your torso as you float in space. how magnificent you are. With every exhale, you become your tiny human self, still noticing as you look down with your mind's eye, your limbs, and your torso. And with your next inhale, expand 3 wide, float in space, and with your mind's eye, look up into the stars around you. How magnificent your world is when you expand wider. And continue to breathe in, expanding 3 wide around you, feeling yourself floating in space, allowing yourself to dissolve into nothing with the in-breath. And every exhale, all that energy comes back in. The third energy centers inside the body, and you become your tiny human self. Continue this breath for 3 more cycles. In, expanding wide, 3 around the body, you floating in space, observing your limbs, your torso, the stars around you. Exhaling, third energy center within the body, examining with your mind's eye your limbs, your torso. And again, breathing in and exhale, pulling the third energy center within your torso. And one more time, give it everything you've got. Breathe in, expand 3 around the body, noticing your limbs, your torso with your mind's eye, the space around you. And look, turning your head to the right. And now look to the left. Your starseed being is on your left. Catch a glimpse quickly. Hold on to it. And resume your natural breathing. This individual has taken a form that is familiar to you. It is something that is endearing and interesting. And as you breathe your natural breath, ask for communication. Who are you? Where are you from? What is your name? What type of being are you? How are you here to help me awaken, ascend, expand, heal? And on your lap, raise your left palm toward the sky. Allow your starseed being to take your hand and focus on your natural breathing, allowing the transmission of information through your palm to activate every cell in your body with information. You may choose to draw or write down the information you have experienced, even if it is one word, one small glimpse, or one image. For others, you have seen the full form, experienced the download of the vibrational pattern of this being. You have received information. We do encourage you to write it down. You will forget temporarily, yet the information will continue to expand within you. So today you each have had your starseed origin activation. For some of you, you've already known your starseed origins. Continue to draw more information. If you have seen more than one being, this is normal. Allow yourself access to the individual vibrational frequencies of each. So for today, this is the response to the question of what is my starseed origin? Write down what you have experienced, and we will take the next question.
Thank you. Donna is asking, Blue beings, I'm seeking clarification on a message from my session. I was told that a shamanic connection may be blocking my path and that it is not aligned with higher frequencies. During meditation, I experience painful cords attached to my lower spine and jaws, and the sense of wearing a mask, which I feel belongs to the shaman. I'm asking for guidance on how to release these cords and remove the mask permanently. Thank you.
This incredible question is one that is important for all of you. So many of you experience what you would describe as negative thoughts and feelings, negative energetic experiences. The shaman is you from somewhere that only you can know, perhaps a past life, perhaps a different timeline within this life that you have. And so, in your desire to release part of yourself, this brings up our question to each of you. Where in you resides the issue that you are bringing to us today? Where is the shaman who has affixed a mask to your face that you feel cannot be removed? You alone have the answer for this removal. You alone can cut the cords that go out in all directions. So, for example, allow us to explain. Within you is every vibrational pattern and frequency of every experience that you have. These experiences of cords that either release information from you or actively remove information from you, or perhaps are cords of connection between you and your loved ones. So for you, with eyes closed or eyes open, begin to perceive and tap into where these cords reside within you. Yes, it is possible for you to have cords that go out to individuals around you, to go out to other lifetimes, such as the one described as the shaman. And for you, eyes open or eyes closed, simply identify where these cords are. You may use your hands. You may want to say your lower back, you feel it, around the neck, behind the head. Maybe it is coming in through the arm that is behind you. It is very natural for humans to attract and release cords. You do it all the time with your infants, with your children, because it is the way that you communicate with them. Your etheric body, the energy field around you, is connecting to your children all the time. Yet the best way of being on the planet, for you as an individual, is always to be mindful of cords, of masks, of energetic limitations, and allow yourself to be free from them in this moment. So you can, with your mind's eye, create scissors, things that cut the cords, that release them from you. And then you find that they are gone. And then you find that they return. Why is that? It is only healthy for cords to exist from the human body to an infant for approximately a year or maybe two. Following that, you are beginning to take energy away from your baby. And so sometimes these cords continue to stay attached. And then you have what humans sometimes describe as codependency. It is not just a psychological affliction, it is also something that happens energetically. The moment you begin to think something is bad within you, that some experience is bad, we assure you it'll be bad. It will suck the life away from you. It will be you pouring out energy to the point of illness. And this is so common with those with chronic medical conditions. You have openings in your energy body that are bleeding information. You are allowing yourself to be, as you say, completely sucked dry of your vitality. So, chronic fatigue, depression, chronic symptoms of any kind, likely your energy body has a leak somewhere, a small one or a large one. Perhaps you're still attempting to feed your children with your energy body. Perhaps you are attempting to feed your spouse with your energy body. These cords can be removed by you. If you would like an easy way to do so, close your eyes now. Close your eyes and breathe into your body, allowing the energy to expand wide, filling yourself with space. And as you inflate yourself with the breath, with space, focus now on the eighth energy center. Breathe in from 8 to 1 in a spiral, and release 1 to 8. Continuously breathing in your spiral pattern, we will explain more of how to release cords using your spiral. You stay focused on your breath, spiraling 8 to 1, release 1 to 8, continuing the spiral. No, the direction does not matter. Just focus on the breath and the spiral. This spiral can expand. It can be around your spine. It can be around your body. It can be around your energy field. That field that we have just mentioned goes out the width of your outstretched arms. Cords would be coming in through your energy field. So as you breathe in from 8 to 1 in your spiral, allow and ask that spiral to speed up as fast as possible. The breath does not need to change. Breathe in 8 to 1. Increase the speed of your spiral. Release 1 to 8. Allow that spiral now to go around the body in 8 to 1, rapidly turning. Release 1 to 8. Breathe in 8 to 1, allowing the spiral around your entire energy field. Release in the same manner 1 to 8. Now continue this breath, allowing the spiral of your own creation that is part of you to cut the cords in all directions from the body, from the energy field. Allow the spiral to create coherence in your energy field that eliminates the cords going out or coming in. You have made these. You have accepted them from the outside. You thought it was out of love for others. Continue the breath. In 8 to 1. Release 1 to 8. Some of your cords are pervasive because you have developed a deep and loving connection with them, believing them to be of assistance to you. They are not. With your intention as you continue the spiral breath to release cords, let it go. Talk to the place where the cord resides, the unnecessary mask of the shaman. Allow it to disintegrate, release into the rapid spiral, like a tornado, throwing the information into Energy Center 8, where it's released out into the human world, the earth itself, to be recycled as love and connection. Continue the breath in, 8 to 1, with a spiral, releasing 1 to 8. How beautiful you are becoming, shining in the light of your own energy field, shining in the coherence of your own internal strength. And yes, we hear some of your voices saying that you can't figure this out. Yes, you can. Simply breathe and allow the mind to be relaxed. Stop thinking about it and stop trying if you feel it's difficult. It will be difficult. There you go. The violet people are now assisting with some of you who have more pervasive cords, adhesions, implants, and entities in your space. Continue the spiral breath. Work with the speed as you know you should within you. Allow the spiral to draw the information into its vortex where it ends up in Energy Center 8. And continuing the spiral, notice it will begin to slow down. It means the work it has done is near completion for today. For some of you, this is the first phase of releasing implants or entities within the body. It is okay. It is a process. It sometimes takes several cycles, several days. Whatever it is, continue the breath at the same frequency, meaning the speed of the spiral, the cadence of your breath, and the number of breaths that you do. Going forward, simply set a timer, 3 to 5 minutes or more if you wish. This process is now released into the human knowledge. It will be available for all of you going forward. And one last comment about the mask. The mask of the shaman has given you protection throughout many lifetimes. Allow this mask now to be the mask of beauty, the mask of you as the human that you are. Allow it to dissolve into simply being part of who you were in the past, as it has related to who you have become today. The unnecessary parts will release themselves with your natural breathing. And we will take the next question when you are ready.
Thank you. Christina is asking, could you please speak about intentions? I know that setting intentions for meditation, the day, or the moment is very important. Yet, I find it challenging to know what I want or to find the right words. At times, I'm not even aware that pausing to set an intention would be helpful, and perhaps others experience this as well. I deeply appreciate any insight you can share.
Ah, what a delightful question you have asked. Because humans are setting intentions with every breath, in every moment. And you try so very hard to be mindful. However, your lives are busy, your experiences are important, and each day slips by, one thing after another. This is a practice for all of you, the intention of every moment, focusing in on the breath when you remember, and setting an intention when you remember. An easy way to begin this practice is to wake up in the morning, to open your eyes, and to have a note for yourself somewhere obvious that you won't forget, to say simply, set an intention for love and connection. That is the only intention that is required for you throughout your day. When you are coherent in love and connection, then every intention you have throughout the day will align with love and connection. We know also that some of you need to set intentions that are more practical, and that would be for health, wellness, for relationships, for abundance, for the release of pain and suffering. Love and connection supersedes all of these intentions, but do have fun with the experience of setting an intention. Maybe you would like to set an alarm on your device for 3 times a day. Set an intention. Perhaps you would like to set an alarm. Set aside 5 minutes where you create a picture on a piece of paper that is your intention. Then let it go. Allow the universe to bring it back to you. How it comes to you really is none of your business. If you are focused on how your intentions will fulfill themselves within and around you, you are then losing the moment of being connected. You are grasping at information outside of yourself. So allow this game that you play, the intention game, to be one that is fun. Ask yourself a few times a day, what's my intention for today and for this moment? Avoid trying to force it. So many of you will jot down a number for money to come to you, and that could be effective. However, for most of you, the number is perhaps out of your reach for the moment. Instead, focus on love and connection, on being in your heart, allowing the heart, the mind, and the belly to be centered. And then have one thought: money, abundance, love, health, wellness, and let it go. You will repeat this process naturally again and again. In practice, meaning in practicing through time, time as you understand it, moment to moment, you will find that timelessness begins to take over. That is when you know you're on the right track, when time is no longer dictating you setting an intention, meaning you have to look at your clock, you have to think about it, you have to sit down with it. And eventually you will find that you will evolve into setting intentions for yourself in every moment, intentions that support everything you desire in your heart, and it will come naturally. It's a process. Enjoy the game. Enjoy loving yourself in the process of manifesting the things that you want with your intention. We will take the next question.
Thank you. The next question is from Jennifer. Dear Blue Healers, I have had many dark nights of the soul due to ongoing weakness in my body. At times, I feel stronger and happier. Then something happens, and I find myself crying, feeling frustrated, and as though I can't go on. I call on for you for healing before my meditations, but I wonder if I should call on others to assist as well. Much love and gratitude.
Thank you, Jennifer, for being in this space and for allowing us moments to connect with you. It is with deepest gratitude that we feel how important your love is to us, how important your connection is to us. We are truly grateful for you and who you are. The easiest solution to your situation is to relax into what arrives in the moment. If you have the deep sensation to give up in the moment. Just relax into the loving arms that we have around you. We are with you always. We are with you always. If you feel sad, cry, feel sad, and sink into our arms. We are holding you in every moment of transition that you have from one experience to the next. The weakness in your body is not a weakness. It is simply information. Allow us to hold you in your states of weakness. Allow us to hold your lungs as you breathe. Allow us to hold your limbs when they feel that they cannot produce the sensations that you desire. We are with you in every moment. You are never alone. Allow yourself to be okay with whatever it is you are feeling. You are fearing transition, and transitions are inevitable for every human. You fear transition because you fear the timeline. You fear what could come, what may come, or how it will come. We are not here to tell you about your timeline. We are simply here to say that in every moment we are with you. In every moment, sink into the knowledge that we are holding you. Do all the things required for your day, whatever it is that comes before you: medical care, sustenance, breathing, and simply being in experiences with your loved ones, with your caregivers, with your medical team. But know that we are with you always. It is in the resistance to and the fear of the transition from one moment to the next that you will suffer. When you are fully capable of relaxing into and knowing that our arms are around you at all times, you will know that in you, you are okay. Because you are okay. Let every moment, every experience, no matter how you perceive it to feel, allow it to be okay. We can say again and again, we love you, we are with you, we are holding you, we admire you, and we see your strength and your courage. We see everything about you, and we love everything about you. For you, Jennifer, it is no longer about figuring out the past, how you have come to be where you are, or why you are where you are. When those thoughts arise within you, when you question our love surrounding you, remember and recall within you that we are with you, holding you, loving you, supporting you, and acknowledging that the transition from moment to moment feels so frightening, so painful, so challenging. Yet here we are with you at all times. Breathe deeply into the suffering, the pain of every moment. Breathe into your heart in every moment. There is nothing more for you to try to fix, to try to change. Go through the motions of your 3D experiences. Yet in your heart know that in every moment you are loved, you are loved, you are here in our arms. This is the last piece of information for you to understand. That regardless of how you feel in your mind or in your body, relax into our loving arms around you. That is where you will find the most peace, in knowing that we are cradling you in every moment, in pure love. We are, in a sense, your parents, your lover, your most deep, heartfelt, loving connection within your own humanity, from you to us, and we reflect it back to you. Dear Jennifer, we know that you are suffering. We know that you desire something more in this form, and we are here for you. And what we can offer you is this connection. What we can offer you is the remembering of who you are, your internal being, your soul and its purpose. Your 3D body is challenged, focusing within on your love for your own heart, your own soul. The 3D body will begin to fall away in whatever its conversation is with you. That is when you will feel deep peace within you. Continue to remember us as loving you in the transition between each breath and each moment. We are with you always. And thank you again, Jennifer, for allowing us to be part of your experience, your space within your heart. We are truly grateful for this. And we will take the next question.
The next question is from Christelle. Dear blue and violet beings, tell me about my left hand digit, please. The very top of the middle finger has been numb for a few months. I have heard its message, but I wonder if you can elaborate and bring another perspective and your wisdom.
Allow us a moment to connect into this part of your body. The violet people are in your space already. They indicate that there is a deficiency within your system, a deficiency that is nutritional in nature for the human body, that you require attention that has to do with a nutritional deficiency. In addition, you have already received the message, and that message is something for you to consider. There is some type of cleanse that you have done in the past where there was an herb or a substance that went into your body that adversely affect or impacted your internal organs, one in particular on the right side of the body. And this herb, this experience that you had along the way, has produced a certain type of toxicity within your system. This toxicity cannot be met with more toxicity. In other words, you cannot cleanse this area with the same concept of what you have used in the past. Instead, something more subtle, something within your water that produces light and love. As a matter of fact, light is the answer to this difficulty. Pure water is an additional answer to this difficulty, the toxicity within the system. You need a gentle removal of that information through meditation and through some type of nutritional addition to your system. Seek out a professional if you feel it is necessary. Trust your intuition in the process. And know that nothing has gone wrong. It is not amiss. You did what you did in the past with the knowledge that you had in the moment. Humans are so clever in that way, always trying to fix yourselves from the outside, always trying to find ways to produce greater harmony within. And sometimes these things go a little sideways. It is okay. You are like a child, all of you, learning to understand the messages of your body, doing it again and again, with success and failure in equal measure. And you find yourself looking for more solutions. The solutions are within you, and attempting to try harder and harder is not always the way to fix something. Sometimes you need to slow down and listen to the messages within you. It could be rest or sunlight. It could be red light or blue light. It could be simply communicating with the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth itself. And then, of course, there could be supplements or medical intervention or specific types of food. The more you trust the subtle information in your mind and in your body, the more you will adhere to and believe in the solutions as they come, keeping it as simple as possible, avoiding overcorrection in the process of becoming well. This is the complete answer to the question, and we will take the next one, please.
The hour is almost complete. Would you like another question?
One additional question, please.
Darkmore is asking, Dear blue and violet beings, please could you give me advice on why my right hip doesn't heal despite the last treatment? What is the reason behind the problems with my hip and lower back? Thank you so much.
Medical intervention is required in this situation. We can give you an answer, but it will not make sense in terms of the human explanation. The vibrational pattern does not have words to describe it at this time. There is interference in the vibrational pattern and frequency within the hip of your body, and it has produced structural challenges and issues within the circulatory system. Take the time to trust in your heart to know which medical information is most important. What type of testing is required for you to get the answers that you need? The solutions will be easier following that. There is something underlying. There is information to do with emotional trauma. There is information to do with emotional trauma as it relates to past life experiences. Yet the complexity of it can be handled one step at a time. One intervention that you are doing on the energetic level is of assistance to you. However, you need some outside support. Be willing to ask for help, trust in your heart, be gentle and easy and loving with yourself, and know that the resolution is not that difficult. It is simply that it is a complex issue within the energy structure of your body. Once the complexity is step by step released and relieved, the issue will recede and go away. And that is all the information we have for this question. And if you all will close your eyes once again, return to your natural breath, allowing yourself to breathe into the body and expand the energy of within wide, the cells, the organs, all the tissues of the body. Breathe in beautiful air and the light from your sun. Breathing in the activation of the solar connection between your sun and your cells. This solar activation and connection is important for the next stages of 2026. There will be many changes on your planet, many changes throughout humanity, rapid changes that will escalate in ways that may feel chaotic and or frightening. Returning to your inner breath, the expansion of the cells, connection to the sun itself, in allowing the cells to illuminate, is an important practice and process for each of you. Now that you have done it today, it will continue on its own, allowing the cells themselves to receive information from the sun itself. Whether it is day or night, inside or outside, does not matter. Solar radiation is all around you. 2026 will bring great changes because there is an awakening that will happen throughout 2027. This year, however, things may appear on the outside within the human world to get a little bit messy. Stay focused on love and connection. Avoid subscribing to fear and chaos. It is an illusion that is working itself out. This illusion of chaos is something that groups of humans require. It is the last hurrah within many humans on the planet. The need to feel within themselves the chemistry of fear and hate, only to discover that they have grown up within themselves to become the calm adult, the elder, if you will, the elder who is calm because the elder knows that fear is no longer necessary, that hate and anger are no longer necessary. So many of the elders on your planet understand this already, and it is beginning to resonate, the wisdom of the earth herself begins to resonate through younger and younger humans, where your youth will continue to walk through the world with wisdom of the elder, with a lack of or a reduction of or a no longer needing fear in the body, the fear of opposition. The solar radiation, the beautiful breath, these connections within you are an integral and important part of maintaining the balance of wisdom on your planet. Your elders, many have arrived there just simply as an evolving human. And now children are emerging. Many, many children, millions of children are now emerging into wisdom. So the elders and the children maintain wisdom. And all of you in between get to be part of the beautiful sandwich of wisdom in the human world. Allow your wisdom to win. Allow love to win within you every day throughout 2026. It is necessary for the transmutation of the masses from hate to love, from immaturity in fear to the wisdom of knowing, love, and connection. Our transmission is complete for today. The violet people recede from the space. The numerous dimensional beings observing today recede from the space. And we, the blue healers, now recede from the space. All right. Ah, lots of interesting messages today. I have a few additional minutes for those of you, if you have questions and would like to ask. I will allow you to unmute. Deepa, I see your hand is raised.
Hi, Jan. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I have so many questions, and I will book a session with you. But I was wondering, among one of those questions is when we watch your recording, because I get so much value, and I am not relaxed sometimes because I feel like I want to get all of the information. And I wonder if when we watch a recording, will we have the same love and connection, and will the beings enter the space during a recording?
Always, yes.
Mm.
For those of you who have already experienced that, maybe send out an emoji. 'Cause I
Oh,
know
that's wonderful.
many in this group have had that experience that being in the live call is wonderful, but being part of the recording is exactly the same. There's no such thing as time for the blue healers. So when they are invoked into the space, they just are there, whether it's live or not. So that's a
Thank
great
you.
question. Thank you for
Thank you.
asking.
Thank you. And the other thing, I was confused during this session. I always consider 1, 2, and 3 as negative, or rather survival. Yet we
Ah,
were in 3 so much of the time today to connect with them. And I was, I've always thought, from the teachings with Dr. Joe, that 4 is what creates the coherence and the connection. Yet when there's no bad center during these sessions, and 9 and 8 and I think you understand probably my confusion in the question. Perhaps you can just go.
Yeah, absolutely. There are many schools of thought around the chakras or the energy centers. And that is true. There is no such thing as a bad energy center. And you could definitely say that the energy centers 1, 2, and 3 are more closely connected to the earth energies. And that is wonderful if you think about it. The human body is a collaboration between the human connection and the celestial connection. And where would the energy centers meet? But right here in the heart. So the energy centers of communication, though, for the dimensional beings is a combination of 6, 4, and 2 in coherence, in a state of coherence, is what the blues generally discuss as being when you're in coherence, you have to include the lower energy centers. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, or all of them, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, coherence is when all the energy centers are in alignment. You begin with the heart and the brain. And of course, that's going to include 5 because 5's between, and this is a powerful connection. There's no way to leave it out when you're working with 6 and 4. It's all in the words that work for you. So if you are feeling that anything in the body is bad, that is a place of tension that the energy of the blues, the breath of the blues, they would say, breathe space into anything that feels bad, wrong, negative, illness, tension. When they say areas of inconsistency in the body, that's exactly what they're discussing. Yes, some of the breath practices focus on bringing the energy up from the earth through 1 to the heart. And for those of you who have done this practice, you know you can feel that earth energy is much different, much more, um, it has a different vibrational pattern, more earth feeling, right? If you were to think about elements, than the celestial connection pulling from 8 down to the heart. Celestial connection often feels so expansive. It's more air or ether if you were to use a human element to describe it. Not that that's 100% accurate, but those are good words to use. So a lot of wonderful information. I will tell you though, if you're attempting to communicate with dimensional beings, they want all the energy centers to be in alignment. And the primary place of communication with the dimensional beings is through 5. So practice with it, enjoy the experience, see what you come up with. All humans have different ways of communicating with one another. Even in our language, our body language is so unique. The same will be true in the energy world. There is no standardization that's ever going to create a sense of uniformity across humanity. It is a guideline. These are all guidelines, no matter how we're looking at it. And trust in yourself. Trust in your own wisdom of the heart to say, today, energy center 2 needs to be a little wider, or 3. Today, the blues worked with energy center 3 very heavily. And to maybe jump to the conclusion that it was a thing that is across the board to do always is limited. Today, they focused on 3 because there was 1 or more individuals in this group, where 3 was the limiting factor for connection with their dimensional starseed origins. So they decided to let all of you be part of 3 in the expansion of 3. But it wasn't true for everyone in the space. I simply didn't narrate that as it was going on. I feel that sometimes too many words makes people get confused and stay in the 3D experience rather than dissolving into the unknown. So that's a really good question. And I love where you are thinking. You are considering and starting to decide for yourself What do energy centers mean for me? 1, 2, and 3 had a story around it from the past. And then the meditation retreats so many of us attend, 4 and 6, have a story that is an experience that we can choose to have. Yet, even with Jennifer's question about her health and wellness, all of the energy centers in the body are related to health and wellness. And for Jennifer, only she can know in the moment which ones need to come into coherence for her. The same is true for all of us in every moment. We all know what it feels like to be triggered emotionally, to be flooded, and suddenly we're in anxiety, panic, fear, anger. All you have to do is get in your car and drive down the road in a busy moment of the day, and suddenly you're flooded in emotions. And those things are okay. But the reduction of those symptoms in the body, the flooding of emotions, the pervasive thoughts, pain and suffering, illness, conditions of neurology, like with migraines that I had, only I, in the end, could know which energy centers do I need to send my breath to, send a little bit of love to, which ones need to connect for this experience I'm having, whether it's driving and getting emotionally triggered, or fear for your children when they hurt themselves on the playground, or any experience that we have in the human body. We can ask the energy centers to communicate information that will calm down the pounding of the heart, or the vibrational frequency of panic that gets into the chest sometimes, or in the head where we're so panicked that our thoughts, we can't control our thoughts because the blood is going to the limbs to get us out of fight or flight, to protect and save us from an unknown or an unseen foe that isn't even there because we're triggered from the past. Then we can say to the energy centers, to the dimensional beings, how do I calm myself down right now? I recognize that I'm in panic mode. I'm in fear. I'm in anger. I'm in frustration. I'm in confusion. And you may be surprised. Your body may say, focus on your feet, the energy of the feet. There are energy centers all over the body. And the feet may be the way to ground you down so that you can get out of whatever trauma response you're in, whatever challenge with the body you're experiencing. And then it's the converse, right? For manifestation, that you are relieved from all of that. You've sat down in your meditation and decided you want to manifest $1 million. And it's the same thing. You're saying to the energy centers, I'm in a state of coherence and love, and I'd like to manifest $1 million. Which energy centers do I need to breathe into to create space so that the limiting thoughts and beliefs fall away, and then manifestation becomes something that happens on its own, simply because you release the need for the tension in the body around not having something that you want. So hopefully, that's a very long answer, I know. Hopefully that has answered several questions, because I kept hearing more and more voices. Just so you know, I can hear your thoughts. The majority of you, I can hear your thoughts. So I pick and choose the relevant ones to the question and try to answer everybody at the same time. So if you're saying to yourself, oh, great, she answered my question, it's because I could hear you talking to me. That's normal for me, though.
You are such a gift, and you really help us find our full truth. So grateful for this time.
Thank you, Deepa. Yeah, just reminding you of what's inside your hearts. That's what the blue beings are doing. They're just reminding you of what's already within you, which is the magnificence of you. And I'm just the mouthpiece. So, and I'm grateful for the experience myself. And thank you for the acknowledgement. Are there any additional questions? Natalie's hand was up, but I'm not sure that she's still here. Natalie, did you have a question?
No, I just wanted to say thank you. Esme asks about you all the time.
Thank you. I think about her a lot. I think about all the children a lot. And I reach out to them in my meditations. So she may be feeling that when I'm talking to the kids in my meditations. How sweet. Esme is the youngest member of our children's group. She's 3 years old. She's incredibly articulate. And when she is speaking in the children's group, I think of all of you. I think of how that 3-year-old, bold, intelligent, articulate, connected, heart-centered being is in each of you. She's an incredible inspiration in the children's group, Esme, our tiny little one who is just, she's a giant in the energy world. It's really incredible to see. Are there additional questions?
Hi, Jen. I'm Simona.
Hi,
I have a
Simona.
question. Thank you. Thank you for this session. It was amazing, as always. I saw you today. The channeling was with open eyes. Um, I want to ask you how it feels for you to have this experience with open eyes and not closed.
Thank you for asking. So many times throughout the however long it's been, the months and months of channeling, I have heard um, somewhat, it's interesting, and I hesitate to say it out loud, so that's why I'm slowing down a little bit. Several, many people have said, "You're the next Esther Hicks," and I had no idea what that meant. I had read Esther Hicks' books 2 decades ago, maybe 3 decades ago, and have followed her sessions along the way. She is what I call the OG channeler. She and of course Daryl Anka. So um, in January, I went to see Esther Hicks in Phoenix. And the question that I would have asked her if she had taken me on the stage was, what does that mean? I had no idea. I had just shoved it out of my mind. And of course, I was not selected to be on the stage, but Esther Hicks can, of course, read my mind. And she answered that question very, very clearly to me, which is to be a channel in the space is about authenticity in the heart of the individual channeling. And I believe that she is one of the few channels who keeps her eyes open while she channels. And the message for me was to give it a try and see how it goes. Because she is so deeply connected to uh, Abraham. For those of you who don't know Esther Hicks, you can check her out. She's just this incredible, amazing individual. And I've learned so much from her over the years. So grateful for that. Um, was to try channeling with eyes open. So I practiced not in the public setting, but in private settings. And it was really a great experience for me to be able to maintain connection to you and myself as being human while still hearing and experiencing the the sensations and the frequencies of the communications themselves. I still find myself closing my eyes when it is something a little more complex, because the complexity of the human being is truly profound in so many ways. And that's a blessing that we have. Um, Sometimes we don't feel that way, but it is a blessing. So that is really why I started with the eyes open. And we'll continue to move in that direction more and more in the Q&A format, um, and also with eyes open or eyes closed, depending upon where the messages are coming from. If multiple dimensional beings are speaking to me at once, I'll close my eyes. And just so you know, I have numerous conversations going on in the background. I may be talking to you, and a lot of the reason I forget what I say, and I have to go back and hear the recordings myself to hear the answers, or to remember the answers, is because there are many conversations. I have dimensional beings talking to multiple parts of my brain at once, are all going at the same time. And then, of course, I'm hearing all of you. I'm hearing your voices. I'm hearing thoughts in your minds, and it comes across like um, if you're in a space where a lot of people are talking at the same time. So you hear a voice come through very clearly here and there, and then the others' voices just kind of make fuzz in the background. So I have all of that going on at once. And for me, having my eyes open, I have found keeps me grounded in a way. For those of you who watch some of my channeling sessions with eyes closed, I go very deep into the quantum field and my voice starts getting slower. The message comes across maybe as being a little disjointed. And I find with my eyes open, I'm able to maintain the connection to the human communication in a way that allows the message to be, to not lose its quality of sounding human. So I think that's probably the long version of a very big answer, but thanks for the question, Silvana. I appreciate it.
Great. Did you hear our voices and thoughts in a matter of energy or actually our words?
I can actually hear the words. There's a
Oh my
lot of
God.
stuff that comes through that's not important. Yes, and sometimes I can smell people cooking, or I can feel people
Mm,
driving in their cars, or I hear children in the background. I get a lot of information. It's not that I hear
mm.
everything, so you don't need to hide your thoughts. You probably couldn't if you tried, because it's just not that linear. But you know, the information that I hear, only the voices come through when
Mhm.
it's relevant to what I'm doing. The rest of it is just, you know, it's like other people talking about their lives. It's okay doing their thing. It's okay.
Thank you so
Um,
much. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
you're welcome. Yeah. I spend a lot of time in my own mind listening to my own thoughts, so I understand what it's like to have thoughts and things going on in your worlds. Yeah, it's part of being human. I think it's all kind of cool that I actually have the ability to hear thoughts and I can turn it off. All right. Well, thank you all again for being here. I'm just sending you so much love and connection and super grateful for all of you. Of course, I'll see you next Tuesday. Healing session is the third Friday of the month. We will do Heal the World. That's going to continue and increase. Much needed, spreading love out to the world. In the children's session. So if you have kids or grandkids you'd like to include into the children's session, it is a private group now. So to protect the children themselves, there is a retreat coming for children in August, and there's also a Bali retreat in September. I am getting all those details put together. So if you have interest in doing more of this and learning more about how to do it yourself, Bali is the place to do it. I'm renting a private villa, and we'll all be staying together. There are incredible activities we'll do that involve Balinese culture. So it's not just me, but there's a lot more to it. And I love, love, love running retreats in Bali. There is no place on earth like it. So
Can
if you want
we
more,
email or message you about the Bali retreat or children?
yeah, absolutely. You can message me directly, jan@jan-wakefield.com. And also you can reach out to me through my website. Yeah. And if you put something in the chat, I can pull up this chat following the session. So just add in your email address if you are okay with sharing it. You can do it directly to me. You don't have to share it with the public, and I'll reach out to you directly. All right. Thank you so much, Louisa. You were not a distraction at all. I was there with you, though. So thanks for that. That's why I mentioned the car. Awesome. All right. Sending you love, love, love. Have a great day.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you. Bye.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye.